I'm back with another educational beauty video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you makeup products which are worth buying. These are products that I love. I'm going to show you step by step what they're like on the skin, show you what they look like, show you how they go on, explain to you exactly why they are worth the money, and by the end of it you can make your own mind up about which one you decide to invest in. Don't forget, I do have an online publication called Confessions of a Creative where I cover all sorts of things like fashion, style, beauty, culture, self, a bit of everything. There are two subscription options. One is free, where you get access to articles which are sent to you, or you can just like head over and check on the site, or you get the paid version, which is only going to cost you a coffee a month. And if you feel like you get anything from this channel, it would really mean the world to me if you do opt for that paid subscription. You also do get additional articles on there which are specifically for the people who are on the paid subscription. You also get a little room where we can chat in there, so I really get to like firsthand get to see your messages rather than them getting lost with all the other messages. So I would really love to see you over there. And if you do like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also hit that bell button so that you never miss any of my future videos, and come and say hi over on Instagram too. Now let's head straight into this video. I've been pretty excited about sharing these products with you because I think one or two of them I've been using for a very long time, and obviously, you know, I'm obsessed with them. The others are fairly new. One or two of them are actually brand new, and I've used them a few times and I'm obsessed with them. These products are all products that honestly I would highly recommend investing in. So I'm going to go through them, but I'm also going to show you what they look like on so that you guys can actually see for yourself. And one or two of them I know are going to be amazing for you guys who like natural looking makeup where you still want your skin to look like skin. So let's get started. First off, I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Hydrator Mist. This stuff is amazing. So you've probably seen me use this in a few other videos. I have been using it for a while now, ever since I received it, which was probably a few months ago now, and I absolutely love it because I feel like this genuinely does give me that hydration without feeling oily. When I've applied this, I don't feel like my skin is greasy. I don't feel like it's just too wet, you know? Like, you got to give it a little bit of time to dry, obviously, but I actually like using this after my moisturizer before I go into my makeup. The reason I like applying it then is because it gives me that extra boost of hydration, but it also does leave this really fine film, like veil over your skin, which kind of gives you a really good base to apply makeup on as well. So I know this is something you're going to love. This is packed with kind of just good skin. It's packed with really good stuff. It's got hyaluronic acid, which we all know is good for hydration. It's got niacinamide. It's got Japanese kombu extract. It's really full of stuff which is going to actually look after your skin. It's also got pollution defense. It helps your skin look smoother, which is where that comes in, where I was telling you how it almost leaves this veil on the skin. So it gives you that kind of smooth base prepped for your foundation. Yeah, it's oxygenating for your skin. It gives you that radiance. It's revitalizing and obviously hydrating. So if I want to apply this on top of makeup, I usually spray my sponge and then press my sponge all over, but I wouldn't actually spray this on top of makeup unless you've got the patience. So what I want to do, because I already have my skincare on, I am just gonna I just kind of breathed out there because I breathed all of it in, but it smells so good. I feel like it's just very relaxing as well. Like sometimes when you use these sprays, you're like, you know, like it just smells good, but it smells too fragrancy. This doesn't smell fragrancy in the sense of, oh my God, there's fragrance in there. It smells very natural, if that makes sense. I need to stop saying that makes sense because I say that so much. Even if it doesn't, you get what I'm saying, right? So I let that dry off for a little bit. And then I go in with my makeup. Now this next one, I'm so excited about you guys learning about because it's absolutely amazing. And I'm just so impressed. So you've all heard of the iconic Bobbi Brown vitamin enriched skin base, right? You know that balm, that yellowy balm that's in a pot, and it's pretty expensive, but it's absolutely amazing. Well, they have a new skin tint. It is the vitamin enriched skin tint SPF 15. Now this stuff is a spin-off from that vitamin enriched balm for your face. It's a 2-in-1 skin tint, which basically delivers you like moisture and coverage as well, but it's not like crazy coverage. It's like your skin still looks really like skin-like. It's a vitamin enriched formula, which is really nourishing for your skin, and it protects your skin from UVA and UVB damage, and also has SPF 15, like I mentioned. I feel like I've said that so many times, but you know, it's important to know that. It's got vitamin D to help strengthen the skin's barrier, so that's really going to help to really just like improve your skin in general. It's got 12-hour moisture, and it doesn't fade, doesn't crease, and I've tried this product already, and it really does kind of tick all the boxes. It's also got shea butter in here, so that's really good for like conditioning the skin and just softening the skin too. So my shade is golden 1, and if I'm super tanned then it's golden 3, but I'm going to show you how this is on the skin. It is a sheer finish, so you're not going to get like major like coverage, but you can build it up if you want to. I'm going to use my brush to apply this. You can put this on with your fingers if you want to, but I'm going to just show you with a brush. And you've got some really good shades as well. It smells really good. Not overpowering at all. Honestly, this stuff is amazing. This is my like daily kind of like skin tint now, especially like, you know, for like gym and things like that. It gives you a veil of color. It's like sheer, but it's not like so sheer that it doesn't do anything, you know? It kind of evens your skin tone. Yeah, I'm loving this. There's a range of different shades, and it also does adapt to your skin tone as well. So I feel like this doesn't change color. So it is very good, like I feel like for most skin shades. So this is amazing. This stuff is so good because I genuinely feel like it is looking after my skin, and it's not as heavy as like a CC cream or a BB cream. This is actually much more fluid. I find that this is better than a tinted moisturizer. Like I feel like it's not just moisturizing my skin, I'm getting some kind of goodness out of this, and it is actually kind of like working away when I have it on. I really like the finish it gives. It's like this skin-like finish. It's not too matte, it's not too dewy where it looks greasy. I like that healthy glow that it gives me, which is natural. Now, another thing that you can also get, which is new from Bobbi Brown, is the vitamin enriched pressed powder. This stuff is amazing. This is a pretty amazing powder, like I said. So this is the shade Neutral. I really want to try the yellow shade because I feel like that would probably suit my skin, but this still, I can still get away with neutral as well. So this is an ultra fine pressed powder. It's obviously vitamin enriched too, which I'll go through in a minute with you, but this basically helps to continue to deliver moisture to your skin, get this, while controlling oil throughout the day. It refines your skin tone, so it's really good if you want to kind of like almost blur those pores, you know, which we all have, but if you want to like blur them and give that soft blur effect, which isn't kind of like too much, but at the same time, it's enough for the kind of like look that you're going for. So it's infused with vitamin B5, which helps to kind of lock in the moisture. So you've got that kind of more moisture over time. Provides oil control throughout the day, but you can also use this as a soft focus effect to your skin, or just generally, I would keep this in your bag because honestly, this is better than most pressed powders because there's no fallout. Literally, even when you get your brush, a whole load does not go everywhere like most powders. It's so ultra fine. Like you're like, is anything even going on this brush? Is anything even going on my skin? But it really does because you see that blur and it's very subtle, but it's really good. I'm going to show you now. So I'm just going to go along this area here. You can see all this, right? Oh my God, I love this powder. It really does blur your skin. Guys, like every time I use this, I'm like, what is going on? This is such a good powder with no fallout. I love it. The fact that this still looks like my skin, like I've got that little bit of coverage. It's very, very subtle, but you will not look at me and think, oh my God, she's got loads of makeup on. Like, I love this powder. Like, I can't believe how ultra fine this is. Look at this. I've just done this, right? Right, that's without, and this is with. You need this powder. Links are all in my description. I love it. Absolutely love it. You've got to get it. Don't even need to say anything else about it. It's amazing. Next, one of my favorite products, which I think, honestly, I love brow products and I love brow pencils and I love spending time on my brows. But ultimately, if I had to think about a brow product that is worth buying, that kind of fits everything, I would say it's the Benefit I can never say this, Goof Proof Brow Powder. Now, the reason I say this, I love the look that a pencil gives, right? I feel like with a brow pencil, you get precision, but you've also got to be very precise yourself with your application. With this, you get that soft brow, which I love as well as using a pencil. But I feel like this is kind of like less time consuming. This is easier to use as well. If you don't have the skill and you just don't want to spend so long on your brows, I feel like this is way easier. You do need a good angled brush, and I'd recommend the Zoeva 317 brush. Honestly, this has to be one of the easiest ways to do your brows. Like, I'm going to do this now while I'm talking to you. And honestly, I feel like this has to be the quickest kind of like brow application. If I compare this to everything else that I use, this is just so quick. If I know that I don't have much time, I will always use this. And I found that even today when I was doing my makeup this morning, we went to the mall for breakfast. And even though I did have time, I still use this. I've noticed I'm doing that a lot more because I just like the brow that it gives, and it gives me more time for other stuff, you know? So I just feel like this is definitely something that is worth buying, because when you want to do your brows and you don't have time, you need something that's you can whiz through it quick. And I feel like this is something that you can use that's just really quick. Like, I kind of feel like this is foolproof. Like, it's hard to get your brows wrong with this. Whereas sometimes I don't have the kind of like patience, or I'm just not in the mood, you know, to sit there with a pencil and like, for some reason, it's like I forgot how to do my brows when I use a pencil. Like, not all the time, but sometimes. And I feel like when I'm using a brow powder, it's just like painting. It's just so much easier to use. Yeah, I would highly recommend this. Or, you know, I don't feel like all brow powders are the same, because I feel like I've used a couple of others and they just haven't given me, like, there's no transfer. Whereas this, the pigment is amazing, there's not much fallout, and it lasts really well on the, like, throughout the day. And also you can just take off the excess off the brush and do the front section in case, like, if you don't want it that dark, and it just gives it a much more kind of soft focused brow look. This is another thing that I have started using on my brows, and I'm so obsessed with it. This is by, I don't even know how you say it. Is it Grande Cosmetics or Grand? I don't know. But anyway, this is new. I've been using this for a few weeks now and I'm loving it. So you know how they do that brow enhancing serum, right? Where you put it on your brows every day. I don't know if you guys have tried this, but it's amazing. It's a serum for your brows that helps them grow back. And it's especially perfect if you've overplucked when you were younger. Well, guess what? They've got a tinted version now, which is so good. So I use this through my brows every day, because sometimes I forget, you know, with the serum, I used to forget applying it. Now I keep this with my makeup and basically put this on either before or after I've kind of shaded in my brows, and it's done. So that's my serum done on my brows. Not only that, it coats any grey hairs that you may have, or if your hair color is a little bit different to your, you know, you just want it all to look like glowing, like one color, then this is amazing too. I would highly recommend this. My shade is medium, but you can get different colors. So this is something I think is great. You might even just need a brow gel like this and that's it, and you don't need powder or pencil. The other product that I would highly recommend, mine has a lot of makeup on here, so you'll have to excuse that, but it's the Real Techniques sponge. I believe this is the Air Blend sponge. But honestly, this lasts just as well as a normal beauty blender. So I highly recommend this, and I just think that this is worth the money. Like, either a normal beauty blender by Beauty Blender, or the Real Technique sponge is very, very good. And I feel like it's just, I don't think I need to say much about this, because I feel like there are sponges out there which are a little too hard, or they just, you know, they become like different shape. It's just weird. These two brands are the two brands that I would highly recommend. Beauty Blender and Real Techniques. Very, very good sponges. Worth the money for sure. Next is a product which you can get from Sephora. It's actually by Sephora. It's their own brand. It's the all-in-one cream blush. And this color is amazing. It's Daring Tangerine. I'm not saying this specific color. This is a color that I love, but honestly, this has to be one of the best cream blushes that I've tried. It's not messy because it's not the stick thing. It's just like it's like a cream, but it's almost like a mousse. It's really good, but it's not too moussey. So I'm going to use my fingers because I'm going to show you what this is like. It's a really, really, really nice blush. I'm just going to put a little bit here on both sides. And it's such good quality. Like, I feel like this is worth the money because there are so many blushes out there which are by luxury brands. And honestly, this is just as good. Other than the packaging, there's no difference between this and something, for example, like NARS or another luxury brand. And they do different colors in this cream blush, by the way, as well. But I really like this. And I feel like you can, you know, apply it on the lids as well if you want. It's just a really easy blush. You can use a sponge or you can use a brush. It's just such a nice color and it's really good quality. Like, it's not something that, you know, it comes in this like paper packaging. So obviously you're not paying for glass or anything like that, but like, it's fine. It's good. Like, it's 90% ingredients from natural origin, natural, healthy looking flush and anti-dullness care. I don't know how they did that, but yeah, it says you can use this on the eyes and lips too. I think that's really good. I've already got a little bit of lip gloss on, but it's nice. I really, really love this and I feel like it's worth the money. Like, I don't think I've really told you about blushes which I feel like are worth the money, but this is lightweight. It's super light. You can pack, travel friendly, secure. You don't feel like you're carrying around more packaging than product. It's really, really good. It blends easily. Your skin looks healthy. Definitely something I would recommend getting. And lastly, how can we finish this video without mentioning something that I've been using for years, even like since the brand first launched, Charlotte Tilbury's Lip Cheat. In specific, Iconic Nude. I have to say this is the one product out of all of my makeup that I think I have used the longest. I have never got fed up of this. This is the only lip liner that I absolutely love. There is no other lip liner that I have that I'm like, okay, this is my signature lip. This is my signature lip. This is amazing. This color is amazing on my skin. I just feel like it gives me a natural lip line. Let's just go ahead and... It doesn't look like, oh my God, she's got so much lip line on. I love this. This is definitely worth money. Like, honestly, I don't always get sent stuff from Charlotte Tilbury, so don't think that all my stuff is like for free. I do go out and spend money on makeup. I have, you know, this is something that without fail, I will always make sure I've got backup. I just finished my little one and I had this as backup. That is basically my bunch of products that I think are worth the money and I would highly, highly recommend them. I think that these products are kind of like great in the sense that they kind of give you what they say they give you, but also so much more than that. Like, your skin tint is going to give you nourishment. It's going to really look after your skin, and you know that it's just good skin in a tube, right? And then the powder is amazing because there's no fallout. It's just honestly such a good powder. Like, my skin right now, I don't have much makeup on, but I feel like my skin looks healthy. It looks healthy, not like, oh my God, it's not so much makeup. Like, if I went out, I can walk out right now and I know that someone would end up complimenting me on my skin, and that's because this makes your skin look so good along with the powder and the blush, the serum for your brows, the brow powder, lip pencil, like the spray. Honestly, these are things that I genuinely feel like are so good. Like, these are products that I have sat there and thought, oh my God, this is such a good product. I wanted to share that with you so that you guys can maybe you decide to go out and get it, because sometimes I use so many different products and I know it can become a little bit overwhelming and you're like, like, okay, she used it, but does she love it? I love all the products that I use, but I also don't necessarily use them all the time because I can't. I've just got one face. Do you know what I mean? So there are products that I would put above everything else, and these are a bunch of products that I genuinely feel like are amazing and I think are worth the money. So wherever you are in the world, I'm sending you loads of love. And if you do like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that you never miss any of my future videos. Until the next video, take care and I'll see you soon.